Hi guys!
Hi!
So the first thing you should know about us is that we are both huge Spice Girls fans.
Your power.
And that's actually how it all started. Back in 2007 I used to be an admin on a Spice Girls discussion board on the internet.
Czech Spice Girls discussion board.
For Czech and Slovak fans.
Yeah.
And Peter actually decided to join the forum, the discussion board.
Yeah, so I discovered this discussion board in 2007 as I was a huge Spice Girls fan, and I thought that I was the only one in Slovakia and in the Czech Republic. I was reading some news about Spice Girls on international discussion boards, but then I discovered this Czech one, and I was really surprised that I am not alone and there are other people like me, which was really surprising for me. And I discovered I'm not alone. There were like 10 or 15 fans there, which was really great, and I decided to join, but it wasn't that easy. You had to send an email, or how was it?
No, you had to register, and then I, as an admin, received the request which I had to approve.
Yeah, it wasn't an automatic process, right? You had to approve manually.
I had to manually review every request and approve it because there was so much spam. I had to implement this feature. And when I saw the request from Peter, I thought it was another spam because his email address looked so weird. Like usually it's name, not last name or something, and it was just like a bunch of letters at gmail.com. When I saw Peter's request, I just deleted it.
And that was it. Bye.
And we never met.
So I waited for like a week, really excited that I'm gonna join and write to these people, but nothing happened. And I was like, is this still alive? But I saw their posts, they were active. I couldn't see everything, but some parts were public. And I didn't get why my request wasn't approved. Like, am I that, I don't know, not suitable for that site? Or what's happening? So I found an email address, a direct email address to this admin, and I wrote an email asking what's happening, why I'm not approved yet. It lasts already a week or so why not? And yeah,
I received the email, and this time I read it, and I realized that it wasn't a spam, so I told him that he has to register again, and that time I will approve it.
Yeah, I definitely am not a spam. I am a real person.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so
if Peter wasn't so persistent, we would have never met, actually, because I decided to delete his first request.
yeah, that's so true. But I was persistent because that's who I am. When I want something, I am going to get it. And I was really excited about this bunch of people because I was straight at that time.
Yeah, right. Right.
We will tell you everything about it in another story. But I saw that majority of people are gay there, and I somehow felt that it will be fun. Not
Whatever
fun.
that means.
Not fun, but like really cool people there. And yeah, so my request was finally approved and I joined, and then we were posting throughout the year and nothing was happening, like business as usual. And then in 2008, or at the beginning of 2008, there was a topic about a party that we all could meet at Tommy's place, and it will be like a big get-together. Not big because there were only just a few of us, but yeah. So how did this happen, Tommy? Tell us.
So let's rewind, because Peter skipped to my part. Basically, when we were both part of the discussion board, we never actually talked to each other. We were part of the same group discussions, but we never really messaged each other directly. And then in 2008, at the beginning of the year, I decided to throw a spice party at my place for these few fans on the discussion board. And Peter decided to come.
Which was really unusual for me because back then I was like a little kid, not able to take care of himself, and I wasn't used to travel alone. I lived in Slovakia back then, and this spice party was in the Czech Republic in Brno. It's not that far, it's only like 1.5 hour ride from Bratislava, that's the capital of Slovakia, and I lived in a village nearby. But yeah, I thought it would be cool to see all these people, and I bought a train ticket and I was on my way.
Yeah, there were 8 of us at the party altogether, including the 2 of us. And we had a great time, and that's where we saw each other for the first time, and when we talked to each other for the first time.
Yeah, so that was in 2008, 12 years ago already.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
Such a long
I don't want to
time.
imagine.
We are old.
Yeah. But actually at the party, Peter only stayed for a few hours, and then he had to head back to Slovakia, right?
Yeah, because I came before noon and my train back home was in the evening, so I stayed like 5 hours or something like that, and that was it.
Yeah. And actually nothing happened after that. I mean, we knew that we found each other nice, but we didn't really lead anywhere at that time. But because the spice party was such a success, we decided to throw another one about a month later. And that time Peter decided to stay the night at the place so that he wouldn't have to leave back home so early again.
Yeah, but it wasn't that simple. It was more complicated. I was in contact with another fan, another guy, and we were writing and texting to each other really intensely. And he was supposed to have a meetup, another internet meetup in Brno, in Tommy's city. And I wanted to meet with him, so it was in Tommy.
It had nothing to do with me. He just wanted to use me and stay at my place for free.
And the meetup was for 2 days, I think. And I didn't want to come just for 1 day. So we were thinking about ways how to stay there. He was sleeping over at some friends or something, but I didn't want to do that, obviously, because I didn't know any of them, of the other guys. So we thought that I could ask Tommy if he is available, if the place is available, if I could stay at his place. And he was really happy about it because I'm great, obviously. So he said yes, and we used the opportunity and organized another spice party.
Yeah, so that was the second time we met.
Wait, I have to tell everything. So I came.
Oh wait, I jumped right in the middle of the sentence. Sorry. I'm terrible.
So I met up with this another guy during the day, and then in the evening I went to Tommy's place, and we cooked dinner together, right? Do you remember what we had?
No. I don't remember any dinner.
I think we had spaghetti. Then we were talking for a really long time into the night, watching some TV shows or some music videos, I think.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember that night.
I remember it vividly because we have really similar music taste, so that was great. And we stayed up until 3 a.m. or something like that. It was great. Then we went to sleep, and the next day there was this spice party, and yeah, that was it.
And that's actually what triggered our friendship at the beginning, because after Peter returned back home, we started chatting online basically every day for hours and discovering more about each other. And I remember we started organizing a weekend trip for the two of us to Budapest in Hungary in April. So about another month after the second meeting. And we had a really good time in Budapest.
Great time. It was new to me because it was abroad in another country, and I wasn't traveling, I can say, at all before that. So yeah, I liked the trip really very much. And I remember we were taking some pictures on our beds. I was on my bed and Tommy was at his. And then he said to me that I should come closer, that we should take the picture of us together. We were together before, but like next to each other.
On the same bed.
And I said no, or did I?
He said,
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I wasn't that straight anymore at that time. So it was a weekend trip. We stayed for one night, and the next day in the evening our train was supposed to take us back home. It was one train going through Bratislava and then to Brno, and it stopped in Bratislava for 20 minutes, and I was really sad that I have to leave because the trip was really great for me. We weren't alone in our compartment. There was like one woman there with us, and I was thinking about a way how to hug Tommy because I really wanted to hug him. But the lady was there and I was feeling embarrassed. But yeah, at the end I said to myself, screw it, and I said to Tommy that we should hug, and then we hugged and we said goodbye, and Tommy continued to Brno, and I was home basically. But I remember feeling really like in love, or not in love, but
in the clouds.
On cloud 9. If someone could saw my aura, it would be really pink, I think, because for me it was like magic.
I have no idea what that means, pink aura. I guess aura has colors now. So after the trip we were still friends, officially, but we continued chatting online even more intensely every day, and we immediately after we came back we started talking when we could meet again, and I think it was only like 1 or 2 weeks later.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that we agreed that Peter should again come visit me in the Czech Republic and stay the weekend.
Yeah, the official reason was that I would bring photos, because we took pictures on my camera and the internet at that time wasn't that fast, so it would take hours to upload it and everything, and it would be easier to just bring it to Tommy. Yeah, so in 2 weeks I came to Brno again, and what did we do? We made dinner. I remember that. We had pasta with eggs.
I have no idea how we can remember that. I remember nothing about food.
I'm in shock that you don't remember it. It's like really important, right?
It's just food for me.
People should remember everything from their early days.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had dinner at home. See, we were cooking already everything at home
Well,
back then because
cooking is a relative word here. It was mostly like half-made stuff that we just put on the pan for a minute.
Nevertheless, it was delicious. And then we visited a museum in the evening and
The observatory.
planetarium. Mhm. So we visited a museum, right?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. What did we visit?
He remembers all
Tell
the
us.
food. He remembers all the food, but not what we did.
So what did we do, Tommy?
We went on a date to the local planetarium.
What? Planetarium?
We went to the observatory to watch the night sky through telescopes. And apparently it was very romantic, as you can see. Stars are hilarious. I don't know what it is.
Such a great story. So how is it called? A planetarium. Yeah. And the planetarium, the observatory, was really great again because it was a new thing for me. You go on the rooftop at night, they have these telescopes and you are watching the stars and the planets. And I remember we watched Saturn.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool because you could see
All the rings.
all the rings and like you know from the pictures, the planet was there, except it wasn't a picture, but it was real. You could see it through the telescope. And then we came back home and nothing happened. I think we were watching some videos and talking and then went to sleep.
Peter was sleeping in my bed and I was sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, because I'm really delicate.
A delicate flower.
I'm a delicate flower and I have problems with my back. My back
Yeah, right.
sometimes...
Just wanted to be comfortable.
No, it hurts sometimes and I couldn't sleep on the floor, but Tommy, he always sacrifices himself, so he told me that he would sleep on the floor and I was like, okay, I'm taking the bed.
Loser.
No. Yeah, so the next day we are really outdoorsy, so we agreed to go into nature. The weather was nice, it was warm, so we went for a hike there. We walked for hours, I think, and were talking and taking pictures. The day went by really quickly and it was evening again. We were home again in the room and were talking and watching videos again.
But then
We are coming to the point, finally.
So on the last night, before Peter was supposed to go back home, right before we went to sleep, he was like, I wonder what it would be like to kiss you.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the whole day because I wanted something to happen, finally, but I didn't know how to start. I was really insecure and never did anything with a guy before, really innocent.
So I told him, well, then you should try it and find out. And he did.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, ooh, let's
He
go
jumped,
for it.
He jumped off his bed And he came to me and stuck his tongue in my throat.
No,
Yeah.
totally not. So I was lying in the bed and Tommy leaned over and kissed me, like small kiss like this. And I was like, wait, and then we kissed more. We kissed more, and then we went to sleep, and that was it. I was like,
Oh.
oh, yeah, dreams about Tommy all night long. Not really. And then we woke up, and
No, we didn't. We are still sleeping.
I was supposed to leave in the morning because I had to go back home. I packed my things and I was standing at the front door ready to leave, and I wanted to hug Tommy. Or how was it? Remind me.
Actually, I remember it differently.
Tell us everything.
So Peter was dressing up to get ready to leave, and right before he was supposed to leave, I leaned in to give him a kiss, and he suddenly jumped away and hit his head.
Yeah, I hit my head into the door behind me because I wasn't expecting that.
Like, you, get away from me.
No, it wasn't like you. It was because I was really surprised. So I jumped back, hit my head with really loud bang.
Laughed and laughed.
I laughed, but then I was like, wait, yeah, I'm not scared of you. I wanna kiss you. I was just surprised, and then we kissed again, and then I left, and that was it. The rest is history.
Yeah. And that's how we officially started dating. That was 12 years ago, and we are still here. So obviously we still have a lot of stories to cover, but we'll leave those to other videos.
Yeah.
And who is your favorite Spice Girl? Let us know in the comments below. So that's the story how we met. We hope you enjoyed it and that you didn't find it too boring. And we appreciate you stayed until the end.
We have many more stories we will tell you in the future while everyone on Earth is in quarantine. So there is plenty of time. And I think we could wrap it up for today and see you guys next time.
Bye!
Bye!